know you better than anyone.
If there's one thing I cannot stand, it is hearing you say how well you know me.
Who else can you turn to for advice?
I don't want your advice.
Well, like it or not, you're going to get it. Herb, you've got certain priorities, certain goals.
Here it comes, the gospel according to St. Dorian.
All right, I don't know everything, but I know my ex-husband. And you need a woman who isn't so wrapped up in her career and her ego that she hasn't got anything left to give you.
Yeah, first you know me, now you know Judith.
All right, it isn't that she's bad. It's just she's selfish. I mean, really, Herb. Let's face it, the woman just isn't good enough for you.
You are exquisite, darling. You are truly exquisite. You call Judith selfish. My dear, never in the annals of recorded time has there been a woman more wrapped up in herself than Dorian Lord.
How dare you say that to me?
Oh, well, how dare you deny it? I spent every waking minute of that marriage ducking under the storm. And what did I ever get out of it from you but a migraine and an ulcer?
You ingrate. Why, there are men who would be on their knees, thankful for everything I have to offer.
Oh, well, that's you all right. Generosity itself.
Are you forgetting how hard I worked to get you elected as governor?
Oh, yes. You helped me so much I had to resign.
Yes, but you never would have been elected if it weren't for me.
Oh, what good is the brass ring if you have to give it back?
At least you held it in your hand for a moment.
Dorian, I didn't even make it to the inaugural ball. Don't you remember?
How could I forget? All those flowers and shrimp dip going to waste.
It was one hell of a night.
It was one hell of a marriage. And that is why I cannot bear to see you waste yourself on a
Enough
woman.
advice, okay? Okay. You make your mistakes, I'll make mine. I have to go to work.
Herb, never say I didn't tell you so.
Asa Buchanan does not love anybody, Delilah. He loves power. He loves getting whatever it is he can have. That is all.
That was before he met you. He's changed.
People do not change that quickly, that much.
Would you listen to me? Listen, I know Ace's patterns. He really does love you.
Oh, come on. I don't understand any of this.
Pam, be grateful. Be happy. Things could be worse. Okay, so now you know that he was lying about Kim. What are you going to do?
My very first thought was to go punch him in the nose, pack my bags, and get out of here.
Well, that's not fair to those kids.
Yeah, I know. Then my second thought, now that was just to stay right exactly where I am.
Well, something's telling me you're not just staying for those children.
Right. There are a lot more subtle ways to handle Asa Buchanan.
John?
You can always change your mind, you know. I mean, now that you've had a taste of what the work's like around here, if you're having second thoughts.
Are you?
No, I didn't say that.
Then what are you saying?
Like, I just want you to be sure you know exactly what you're getting yourself into.
Oh, this is definitely a dangerous job. I mean, I could get a paper cut. I could break one of these beautiful long nails on your filing cabinet.
Very funny.
Danger goes with the territory, right, boss?
Yeah, I'm serious, Cassie. I mean, we're going to be spending a lot of time working together. What I mean is that there's a lot of things I've got to teach you that you don't know. And naturally, you're going to find out some things about me, the things that might surprise you, that you may not like. The things that got to remain confidential.
In other words, things that my mother shouldn't know about.
Yeah, them's the rules. Can't live with it, I understand.
Well, you promised not to throw me a knuckleball, and I guess I can live with your rules. But now the tough part. I have to tell Mom about my new job.
Yeah, I suppose you do. Don't say anything about the diary.
You mean the part about us?
I mean, about anything. There's no use getting her all riled up about this.
Okay, okay. First day, first secret. I know them's the rules.
Yeah, come in. John, I'm sorry I'm late. Oh, hello, baby. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Dad, John told me you guys were having a meeting.
Yeah, well, Cassie was just leaving her.
You need a private eye?
No, it's the other way around.
Huh?
I'll explain it all later. I gotta go find Mom. Bye.
Oh, well, I just left her at the apartment, but, Cassie, honey, whatever you do, don't mention the subject of the Sanders divorce, okay?
Man, a lot of rules today. Okay, see you later.
Nurse, I'd like to speak to Mrs. Roberts' doctor myself. I don't want to come off as the ugly American, but I do want to make sure that she's getting all the help she needs.
I will try to find the doctor, senor.
Thank you.
Bucky, I hate to have you go through so much trouble.
Trouble? What trouble? Look, you're a friend, and you're in pain. And you're going to have the best possible medical care.
Oh, just having you here makes me feel so much better. If only I knew that Cord was all right.
Maria, look. Kate is with him, and Cord knows how to take care of himself.
They do make a good team, don't they? Just like we used to. Oh.
When the hell is that doctor?
No, don't go. It's just so much better medicine when you're close by.
I wish that were true.
Oh, but it is true. Come on, sit down and tell me what's going on in Landview and what have I been missing?
Well, not much. Banner's doing better than ever. Kids are healthy.
Vicky, how is she?
I wish I knew.
But I thought you two were getting along a lot better.
Well, so did I, until she left for New York.
New York?
Yes, she's taking intensive therapy sessions, trying to get her memory back.
She is? Well, that's a wonderful development, isn't it?
No, there's nothing wonderful about it. She could have had those sessions right in Landview. New York's just a pretext for her to be alone with Tom.
Tom went with her?
Cozy, huh? While she's going through all the motions of getting her old life back, she's starting a whole new life with Mr. Tom Dennison.
Oh, Clint. How could Vicky deceive you so cruelly? I'm so sorry.
Sorry for you, Gabrielle. I wish there was more I could say.
Gabrielle, we don't mean to press you right now, but we need to know where Tina is.
He took her. Jamie? Yeah, he wanted to take me. That's when Papa fought with him.
Do you know where he took her?
He said he had a boat hidden on the river.
Where, Gabby?
I'm not sure. But you better hurry because my father's man, Enrico, is after them as well.
Let's split up, cover more territory. Kate, what are you going to do if you run into Jamie first?
I'll do what I have to.
Maybe you should take this. Okay, let's hit it. Check out back.
Clint, you don't think that Vicky is lying about getting therapy, do you?
Frankly, Maria, I don't know what the hell to think anymore.
But those sessions are very difficult and exhausting. I'm sure that she just wanted to have a friend close by, that's all. Well, it is possible.
Yeah? It's also possible that she just wants to be alone with her lover.
Well, I hope you're wrong. You know it's not like Vicky to leave you full responsibility of the children.
Maria, the children are being well taken care of. Now, you start thinking about yourself for a change.
But I'm going to be fine.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. I just wonder if the best place for you isn't at home. I think I'll call the airport, have them gas up Ace's jet, and then I'm going to take you back to Landview.
Oh, no. No, Clint, no.
Now, wait a minute. No arguments. I'm not going to rest easy until you're in the Landview hospital.
No. I can't leave Buenos Aires until I know that Cord is safe.
Maria, you said yourself. He's out there in the jungle someplace. There's nothing either one of us can do to help him.
But I can wait by the phone.
And what? Just wear yourself out worrying? Cord would want you to take care of yourself, Maria. And I owe it to him to make sure that you do.
Well, if you put it that way, I suppose you're right. I guess the best thing I can do for our son is to get better as quickly as possible. And then I could help you with the children, at least until Vicky gets back.
For the last time, will you stop thinking about everybody else? Now, I'm taking you home.
My marriage to Asa was something that I will never forget. All 7 days of it.
Boy, it lasted that long, huh? Whole week.
Oh, no, but those 7 days, he was so loving and so gentle, caring.
Well, my marriage lasted a little longer than that. 10 years, 1 week at a time. But you know, when Asa was playing Captain Jeb Stewart, he was exactly what you said he was. He was loving and caring and very gentle.
Sounds like he's trying to be that way again.
No, that's just what he wants me to think. But the moment I came back to him, he'd revert right back to his wicked ways.
Hey, he may not be different, but you are. You're not the same innocent girl that he met. Anything that Asa dishes out now, man, you can give it right back to him.
Delilah, I don't know if that's what I want. I mean, I don't want to have a Saturday night fight every single day of my life.
Are you sure?
What about you, all right? I mean, you could have had any man that you wanted, and you picked a nice, safe, reliable, good man like Rafe, all right? So tell me, you have any regrets?
Well, now, what kind of question is that? I'm mad about my husband.
Delilah, Rafe's upstairs and the doors are shut. Come on. I mean, do you have any regrets?
No, I mean it, really. Rafe is everything that I could possibly want. Well, I mean, my life is not a thrill a minute, like it was with Asa and with Bo.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very stable, consistent, like your life with Pete, you know?
Oh, well, my life with Pete is, I don't know, it's very, very
stable.
It's stable, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, after all those years living that incredible fantasy, it is a very welcome change, isn't it?
You bet it is. Well, I better go get my gang.
Oh.
My husband has to go to work.
Well, it's great. I don't get a chance to do girl talk very often.
This was great. And talk about the same man and how that we were both married to, have the same feelings for.
But what do you mean, same feelings?
Well, that we're better off without him.
Oh, yeah, of course. I know.
Really? Bye, Pam.
All right. Take care.
You too. Kathy, we were supposed to have lunch together, weren't we?
Oh, Mom, I'm sorry. I guess I got busy and I forgot.
Oh, and what was it that kept you so preoccupied?
Well,
Well, I went over to police headquarters to get Diane's personal effects. And then I took them over to John's.
Why? I mean, the poor girl is dead. Can't we just leave it at that?
Mom, I'm sorry. I thought maybe there was something important in there for us to look at.
Us, meaning you and me and John?
Well, no, meaning John and me.
I see. Is there something in Diane's room so sensitive that it can't be shared with me?
Mom, you've just been through so much the last couple of days. I just didn't want you to have to deal with it.
I see. So you were thinking of me when you spent the entire morning and most of the afternoon with John?
That's right. I didn't want to upset you. How do I look? Okay, you look upset, but that's nothing compared to how you would have looked if you had seen the diary. That's why I...
Diary? What diary?
Nothing.
It isn't nothing. Diane kept a diary?
Mom, it's just a bunch of sick scratches in a journal. John's going to burn it anyway.
Why go to such drastic measures? What, to keep me from seeing it?
Mom, there is nothing in that diary but Diane's twisted view of everything and everybody she knew.
She hardly knew anybody but you and me and John. Does it say something about us in it?
Oh, look, I am sorry I brought the whole thing up.
Does it say something about you and John? Is that it?
Okay, Diane did scribble a few things in the diary about John and me.
Let me guess. Poor Dorian. The two people she loves and trusts the most in this world are making eyes at each other.
What does it matter what she wrote, Mom? John and I both laughed it off.
Oh, the two of you share a quaint sense of humor.
Mom, Diane was very jealous. It doesn't matter what she wrote in the diary. She wrote sick things about everybody.
She also said them. She came to me. She told me about you and John, and I laughed it off, too, at the time.
What do you mean, at the time? Don't tell me that you think John and I have something going on.
No, I don't think so.
Well, that's a relief. Mom, I would hate to think that Diane's legacy would be to split us apart. Look, we cannot let that happen.
No, you can't, sweetheart. I trust you, I really do. And I trust John also. Oh, that's a thing about jealousy. You know, once the seed is planted.
Mom, there is nothing for anyone to be jealous about. We're sharing our home, our work, everything. It's going to be great.
Well, I know about the home part. You just lost me about work.
That's where I've been all day. I've been trying to tell you. I went to John's work. His secretary skipped off to L.A., so I volunteered. He saw that I was pretty capable and efficient, so he hired me.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. Now, I know what you're going to say. I don't know anything about the detective business. But, Mom, I have all kinds of aptitude, and John said so himself.
Indeed.
Yeah. Look, you're always telling me, look for a career, find one thing, settle in it. Maybe I found it.
I don't know if I would call working in a cramped little office for John a career. Honey, are you sure you're making the right decision?
Mom, this is a great way for me to prove myself.
To whom?
To me. I like all kinds of risks, challenges. This is a great opportunity for me. It's perfect.
What if I asked you not to take the job?
You could, but I know you wouldn't. Mom, I am your daughter. We like risks, challenges. That never hurt either one of us before, did it?
No, it didn't. And if it's what you think is going to make you happy, who am I to say no? Just make sure you're only doing office work, okay? I don't want you out there.
Okay.
Danger.
Okay. Thank you.
Mwah.
I gotta get back to the office. The boss is waiting. I'll tell you all about it later.
Well, I appreciate the information, John.
Well, I'm always glad to be of help to the DA's office, Herb. Maybe you could return the favor, though.
Name it.
Well, I have to return home at some point tonight. Maybe you could tell me what kind of mood Dorian's in.
Sorry. You were on your own there.
I heard you telling Cassie not to mention Judith's divorce to Dorian.
Yeah.
Is that a sore point between you?
Well, she tried to make it one a little while ago.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I thought you were going to keep a safe distance from my sister's marital trouble.
Well, I tried, but no matter how many times I explained it to Dorian, she refused to believe me.
Doesn't surprise me either.
No, I try not to take it personally. Dorian operates on the theory, you see, that if she ever had a claim on you, you're hers for life. So.
What if you decide to go about your life without asking Dorian's permission?
Good luck. I'll tell you what, if and when you ever decide to move on to someone, you'll find out what it's like firsthand.
Oh, moving on to someone else, the furthest thing from my mind.
Just, I'm glad to hear it. I mean, a man crosses Dorian Lord at his own peril, but then you know that already, don't you?
Tell me about it.
All right, I'm gone. Oh, by the way, there's one more thing.
Yeah, shoot.
About Jamie. Like the last that I heard, your nephew was in Buenos Aires. Any new developments?
No, but you know what they say about no news is good news. Of course, with my nephew, bad news always follows.
Jamie?
'em. Gabby, I ended up running around in a circle in the jungle. We're running out of time.
But Tina, the time's already run out for my father.
There's nothing we can do for him, is there? Now, come on. You must have an idea where Jamie could have a boat stashed around here. You and your father have been coming here for years.
There are many places.
Name one. Give me a direction.
Let go of me, Mac.
Jamie has got Tina hostage. Now, I love her. She's pregnant. You know that.
And you care.
Yes, I care. Now, are you going to help me rescue her?
I'm an expert at this.
Jamie?
25 minutes after I end up in my hotel.
Just consider us the Welcome to Landview Committee, Squeak. Sit down.
And listen up. Yeah? Well, Squeak Sheldon is rehabilitated. I'm gonna get myself a job. I'm gonna be a role model for Eagle Scouts and altar boys.
I catch you anywhere near an altar boy, I'm gonna throw you right back in the slam.
Got my rights.
Yeah? To commit armed robbery and arson? Your specialties, right?
That's when I was a bad boy.
And what about the 95 barroom brawls you've been in, which you usually cause?
Look, you know a guy my size has to prove he's a man more than most people, huh?
Consider it proved, Squeak. We get any complaints about you picking fights with anybody.
You guys have been on the force too long. You know something? You're starting to lose your faith in your fellow man.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Now, let's say you do get through your parole without any trouble. I hope you're planning to move back to El Paso.
You got no right telling me where I can live. Hey, you know, if you keep harassing me like this, I'm going to ask for a public defendant to be brought in here.
Cool it, Squeak, cool it.
Yeah.
We're just having a friendly conversation.
Well, maybe I'll just give my friend Herb Callison a call. He don't like people being harassed.
Herb Callison is the one who suggested we have this little talk.
Too bad that dude didn't die in the freezer with Sanders' mom. Just kidding, guys. Come on. Hey, what do you hear about old jailbird Jamie anyway? Has he stopped making fools of the worldwide police yet?
They know where he is. It won't be long.
I used to hate that guy. But I'm starting to give him a lot of respect, you know? If I was a criminal type, I'd give him a lot of respect. Say, can I look at that paper there? I'd like to see if there are any jobs I can look in today.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, Andy. Andy, I heard this morning that the police commissioner is going to announce his resignation.
Oh, yeah? What do you say we recommend Sheldon here for the job? Say he's got himself squeaky clean.
Just leave me alone and let me mourn for my father.
Your father was a ruthless human being. He got rich turning kids into junkies.
He was still my father.
Listen, you try and help me find Tina, and I promise you I'll help you with your father. I'll making the arrangements and all that sort of
I
thing.
don't need your help. If it weren't for you in the first place coming here, none of this would have happened. Making friends with Don Alonso and shaming me.
It's in the past. There's nothing we can do about it now, but Tina is in danger right this very minute. Damn it, Gabrielle! Where could Jamie be hiding a boat?
All right, I'll tell you just to get rid of you. Go around the back, go west on the footpath. Then you'll get to a landing.
Thank you. I just hope Cord and Kate found Tina first. Oh, if Cord doubles back, tell him I'm at the boat landing.
But Jamie wouldn't have known about it unless my father told him.
Charlie, it's John.
Hello, John.
Listen, I've got some news for you.
Have you found Jamie?
Not exactly.
The Buenos Aires police are on his trail. Unfortunately, so are Kate and Cord.
Kate and Cord?
No, I think I got the Landview 25 commandments down by heart.
You need a reminder of any of them, Squeak. You just give us a call.
Hey, no, I'm going legit. No, really, no more stinking jails. No more cons for roommates. Mind if I take this? I didn't really get a chance to look at the ads.
Any reason why you're so glued to this article on Tom Dennison?
Yeah, well, it hit me. I think I remember him from El Paso. Reporter or something like that.
Take the paper. Get the job. We'll be in touch with your parole officer.
Hey, he's going to have nothing but terrific things to say about me. Hey, say, what's the chance of my parole officer being a woman? You know, blonde, tall, curvaceous?
Now, what would a tall blonde want with you?
You making fun of my size?
That's the famous temper we're worried about, Squeak. Don't let anyone egg you into a fight, you hear? What do you figure? A week, 10 days before we're arresting him again?
Well, Dennison, you just might be my ticket out of here.
Señorita Gabriel. Señor Medina. Who did this?
Jamie Sanders. Papa fought with him over taking me hostage. Instead, he took Tina Holden.
Where?
He had a boat hidden on the river. He said he would make his escape with that. But he'd be long gone by now. Max Holden and 2 other Americans had gone to stop him. I heard a gunshot, but I couldn't tell how far away it was.
Will you two join the search? Soles, Inspector Ramos. Look, as soon as the helicopter gets here, go directly over the falls. We're looking for a boat with 2 passengers. Yeah, Jamie Sanders have taken the American lady hostage, and 3 Americans are searching for them. Radio me back as soon as you find something.
I've just remembered something else. Enrico knows Jamie killed Papa. He will avenge my father's death if he gets a chance.
And if he does not, Jamie Sanders and the American lady will die as soon as the boat goes over the falls.
Listen, I'll call you tomorrow, okay?
All right. I can't believe this. I was sure there wasn't one guy in Landview I could ever fall for. And then you walked into Elmo's.
But you are right. There wasn't one guy in Landview worth falling for until I came along.
Oh?
Yeah. Listen, I'll call you tomorrow, all right?
Okay. Rick, thanks for being here and understanding. And I love the medal.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Drive carefully. Hello? Hi, Dad, how are you? How's Vicky? Mm-hmm. So you don't know when you'll be home? No, I'm fine. Watched Rick win a gold medal in a skiing competition today. Yes, we're having a good time. Yes, Daddy, he's behaving himself. Okay, sure. I love you too. Bye.
How badly was Maria Roberts wounded?
I guess it was serious, Mother, but she'll live. The question is, will Kate?
And will Jamie?
I don't give a damn about Jamie.
No, you don't mean that.
I do. If anything happens to Kate, Mother, I will personally get a gun and go down there and track him down myself.
Stop that. You know you wouldn't hurt your own flesh and blood?
Well, what would you do if he walked in this door right now? Just give him a big hug and say all's forgiven?
Certainly not. But I wouldn't look for the nearest weapon either.
What would you do? Would you even call the police?
That is a ridiculous hypothetical question.
Well, I'd like an answer.
Well, I suppose there'd be no choice, would there?
Oh, that's not very convincing. Mother, would you, in fact, pick up the phone and turn in your only grandson, the only male Sanders heir, to the authorities?
Charles, there's so much anger in your voice, not toward Jamie, but to me.
Well, that's because of your influence over him. Whatever discipline Judith and I managed to dole out from time to time very often was undermined later by you.
Either apologize to me or...
For once, Mother, can't you just admit that you can be wrong, that you were wrong? Think back. Look at the past for a minute. Whenever Judith and I refused to give Jamie money, he would run to you and you would give it to him. Whenever we tried to punish him for something, he would run to Grandma, she would give him a big hug and convince him that he was being punished unfairly. So what did he learn from you? He learned that he could play you off against us and always win.
I suppose it's my fault that Jamie turned to drugs, murdering me.
Well, not entirely, but you are to blame for some of it. And I'm tired of Judith and I having to shoulder it all. It's not all our fault.
I hope you are quite through, Charles, because I am.
Oh, fine. You just go ahead and run off because things are getting a little bit too uncomfortable.
My dear Charles, I do hope that by the time you reach home this evening, you will have found another more appropriate scapegoat for your bitterness and pain. I will expect an apology. Oh. In the meantime, instead of babbling, why don't you do something constructive about the problem? Like get on the phone and find out if the company plane is available in case you have to make an emergency trip to Buenos Aires.
Señorita Gabriel, I know this is a very, very bad time, but I must ask you about your father.
There are no questions to be asked, Inspector Ramos. He's dead.
Do you know if he killed Don Alonso?
He wouldn't. At least I didn't think so until 2 days ago.
So you know nothing about Don Alonso's death?
No. I'm sorry. This is very upsetting.
What about the cocaine exporting?
My father dealt in leather. That's all I knew.
But you lived in the villa with him?
Yes, but that doesn't mean that I listened in on his private conversation.
Look, a lot of money has been generated by this cocaine business.
I never noticed.
Inspector Ramos.
Yes?
I'm flying over the falls. There is a woman in a boat drifting toward the edge.
Yeah.
She's alone. She appears to be tied to the boat.
Can you reach her on time?
I do not believe so.
Who is it?
Squeak Sheldon? Who are you?
Who are you looking for?
Tom Dennison. Hi there. Are you his kid or something?
Yes, I am. Mary Lynn.
Uh-huh. Well, let me in. It's kind of cold out here, honey.
Oh, well, my father isn't home.
Darn. Well, say, when's he coming back?
I'm not sure.
Well, could I wait?
Well, he's out of town. It'll probably be a few more days.
Well, then I definitely won't wait, huh? Well, you see, I have something here that I want to give him. Is it okay if I leave it?
Sure.
So, open the door already so I can get in. What, do you got a boyfriend in there or something? Hey, kid, what's the problem with opening up the door, huh?
These figures don't make sense, John. John,
What?
the figures that you added up, they don't make the total on this bill.
So re-add them.
Are you all right?
No. I'm sitting here simmering. Make that boiling over my knees. I can't believe that she and Cord managed to find Jamie and his drug pal.
Well, if the police already know...
Oh, come on. Cord and Kate are drawn like magnets to action and to each other.
Really? I didn't know about this plan.
My niece is very picky about her men. She's really fallen for Cord. I mean, against her better judgment. I guess love doesn't have any judgment, though, does it?
No, guess it doesn't.
Cord's such a decent man, too. I mean, he's so honorable, he'll end up
taking Tina back because of the baby. That is, if she's rescued. And then Kate will end up with a broken heart if she's rescued. And if Jamie harms any of them, I'm going to hound him to the end of the earth.
Yeah, I'd be right behind you. He killed my friend Keith Radcliffe, remember? You know, I bet we'd make a great team. Just like Kate and Cord.
Oh, your mother would love that.
In case you haven't noticed, my mother does not tell me what to do with my life or how to live.
Yeah, that doesn't mean she doesn't try with any of us. It must have been something else before you moved out of the house.
Thanks for Dad. Speaking of Dad, if your sister gets involved with him, as Mom seems to be predicting, will she be good to him?
Judith? Well, gee, she's been with Charles for so long, putting up with his nonsense. I'm not so sure how she'd act with a normal man.
Well, it sounds like Kate and Judith are on your good list, and Mrs. Sanders, Jamie, and Charles are obviously not.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny. Jamie hasn't always been bad. I have some fond memories. Charles I kind of like because he stood up to Elizabeth and the royal family about Judy. Then he started messing around again, and, well, she took him back. To me, there's just no excuse for that in my book.
You're an honorable man, too, John.
Maybe. Listen, we're not getting any work done around here. I mean, Patty wasn't much of a conversationalist when she worked here, but she was mighty quick on that machine.
Okay, I get a hint. Meanwhile, these figures still don't add up. Look, I know you don't have a computer, but is there any chance you have a calculator lying around?
Yeah, I think I've got one in my desk somewhere.
Good.
Do me a favor, though. Give me the Sandusky file while I look for the calculator.
Okay.
You know, this desk is an absolute mess. Somebody's got to clean this up sometime. Maybe my gal Friday would do it.
I am not your gal Friday. I don't clean desks, and I don't do windows. Meantime, there is no Sandusky in here.
It's got to be in there because I put it there this morning.
Well, it's not. What is his first name to begin with?
Her first name, Sandra.
Oh, that's a big help. They both start with S.
Calculator. I've done my job.
Great. Not here under R either.
Well, then look under T. Got to be in here somewhere. Shoot.
Bosses should not be allowed near filing cabinets. Only secretaries being paid minimum wage who can deal with the alphabet.
Maybe I ought to file you under S. You're smart, Alec. Yeah, I just remembered. I think I put the file over here after the police called this morning.
Yeah, maybe you should, just try to worry about Kate and try not to work.
Yeah, I should probably be on my knees praying right now.
Shouldn't we go to the falls in case they need us?
Look, if that young lady goes over the falls, no one can help her. Nobody survives after taking a plunge through those rocks and such water.
But she's carrying a baby. Cord and Max must save her.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, Mr. Sheldon.
Squeak. That's my name. Use it.
Squeak. Well, I don't know you, and I'm certainly...
And your daddy told you never open the door to a stranger, huh?
As a matter of fact, I don't need my...
Yeah, well, you see, the thing is, I know your daddy. I told you before I knew him in El Paso. I'm not a stranger to him.
I don't remember him ever mentioning your name.
Oh, that was a long time ago, you see. But I got this here box that I want to bring in. So could you just open the door so I can give it to you? I can't seem to fit it in through here.
I'm sorry, but can't you just leave it outside the door?
Why should I? Now, look, honey, I'm getting a little annoyed, okay? It's cold out here, and you're standing in there, and you're playing little girl games with me.
All right. I guess it's okay.
Well, here we are back in Landview, and You're all safe and sound. All taken care of.
Yeah. And exhausted.
I don't doubt it. That was a long plane ride. And in your condition, that had to be tiring. How's the pain?
Well, it's pretty dull right now. Larry says it's just a matter of healing, and, well, I guess it's going to take some time.
Well, you're in good hands now. I called the police in Buenos Aires.
Oh, did they hear anything about Cord and Tina?
Not yet. Let's just hope they catch up with them.
I hope they do, because if I know Kate and Cord, they're not going to stay out of it. Oh, Clint, maybe we shouldn't have left Buenos Aires. I just pray that they don't need us. Badly about Tina and our grandchild, and I hope the police do find her. But I'm very worried about our son, Clint. I'm worried about his life in front of him.
Well, Tina and Cord were happy once. They can be again. You know, a scare like this could make Cord forget all about his bitterness.
But he cares about Kate Sanders, and she could make him happy forever. Tina will only hurt him again. You know that, Clint.
People do change. Let's hope it happens to Tina. Well, look, I'm going to take off. You need some rest, and I want to get home and see the kids. And if I hear anything from the authorities in Buenos Aires, I'll call you.
Yes, and you need some rest, too. Please, don't feel like you have to come back later, okay?
Well, we'll see.
Okay, now, before you go, would you go into my bag over there? There's a box with a pretty ribbon tied around it. No, that's yours. Open it up. Happy birthday. Have you forgotten?
Oh, I guess I did. I don't even know what date it is.
It's about the only thing I had a chance to do before I got shot. I've always remembered your birthday, Bucky. All through the years, whenever March the 9th rolled around, I always get this pang. I always wondered how you were.
Now that is a belt.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, it sure is.
I hope you like it.
How could I not like it? Of course, I'll probably weigh 5 pounds more when I strap it on. Look, you're exhausted. I'm going to take off, let you get some rest. And I do like this. I'm going to get home and show it to my boys. They'll probably want one. Ace will probably want one.
Thanks. And, Bucky, thank you again for coming to Buenos Aires and bringing me home.
No problem. Thank you. You get some rest.
No more snowballs. Come out. Get there. Oh. Can we call Dad now, Grandpa?
I'm afraid Clint's going to have to call us, Captain. We don't know exactly where he is in Buenos Aires.
Angel, I bet you want to wish him a happy birthday, though, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you are going to get a chance, and I know it.